I started coughing uncontrollably, and I guess I popped a pustule in my throat, and then I started coughing up a lot of blood till my teeth were all red, and then I had to brush my teeth, and then I laid.
You could have gone full Boogie if you just came back with bloody
teeth. I could have. Yeah. And then maybe this is what Boogie needs to like get him fit again, because he's up to like 385 now or something.
Is he?
Yeah.
He's
him and
bigger.
Wings are like the same weight.
Huh. Is that a success story?
No, for that's a failure on all parts. That's 360 degrees of failure.
I'm trying to find the bright spot. Well, Boogie was over 500, right? So to be 385 is pretty fucking sexy.
I mean, Jesus, how many years has it been though, right? Let's.
How many pounds do you want to lose a year, Kyle?
I mean, if you're not losing
15 is good.
If you're not losing 2 pounds a week, then you're not even fucking trying.
Oh, because I thought 1 pound a week was pretty good.
That's because
1.5.
Okay, so I'm talking about average for a 500-pound man, right? Losing 2 pounds a week as a 500-pound man is incredibly easy. Losing 2 pounds a week when I was at 184 pounds was so hard.
Yeah.
Like I'm barely eating. I'm doing cardio all goddamn day. I'm on so much caffeine. I'm like doing like fucking kegels sitting here doing the show. Like I'm walking 15,000. I'm walking 15,000 steps a day. I'm taking hot.
He comes like that.
Yeah. Oh, you have no idea. Oh, it's like a vice down there.
I know.
And still, it's like, Derek, I'm not losing any weight. I lost 8 ounces this week, and he's just like, God, you are lean as dick skin. And I was like, yeah, but I really want to get below 180. He's like, oh, you're gonna get there, and I'm just like, if you say so. Like it was so hard to like lose those last few pounds when you're below 10% body fat.
My favorite.
But I'm talking about somebody who's 50% body fat.
While we're still on that, Kyle was talking to us. I think it was after the show, like off camera. He's like, oh, like with actual like dread and concern. If I don't weigh this by Monday, Derek's gonna up my cardio again and lower my calories. And it was like somehow when I step on this scale, I need to weigh this little.
Yeah. Like I make sure I take a good full shit before I get on the scale. I make sure that I make sure I piss all the like I'm like, maybe I just won't drink so much tonight, and we'll call that weight loss. Like because there's that point where Derek's like, you only lost 1.5 pounds this week. What happened? And I'm like, I don't fucking know, man. Maybe I ate a spoonful of rice I wasn't supposed to.
What happened was last week I dehydrated myself to make weight. So this week it's kind of in a deficit.
It's like exactly what you said. Like, and he would tell me like a week out, he's like, all right, if you don't weigh, 185 by next Tuesday, and let me know every day what your weight is, then we'll go to like 45 minutes of cardio or 50 or 55 or 60 minutes of cardio, continuous cardio. And it's
Excuse me, Kyle, fasted cardio.
Yeah, dude, you were like seeming so genuinely sad, like Woody said. And like, as you're sending us the updates of you like dehydrated as shit, we're like, and like Woody and I are supportive the whole time. Like, you're looking yoked, you're looking huge, You're looking awesome. Keep it up. Like, but when those ones started coming in, we're like, you all right, man? Like, it's looking a little rough. And even you were like, I just need to get through it, man. Just eye on the prize. And then I can eat. And then I can eat and I can go back to like, cause you want to sit around like 190 something. Yeah. Is where you're comfortable and where it looks more natural and
or even 195. Like there's nothing wrong with that. Like I've got a lot of muscle now. Like all of that is fine. But I think I'm gonna, when I get back from my vacation, 21 more days until I go on my vacation, we're gonna start a very serious bulk. I'll be off probation, and I'm gonna go on a very serious bulk with Derek's help, and probably for, I don't know, as long as he feels like.
Are you gonna be a clean bulk?
Yeah, like as far as diet.
Yeah, I don't know. I see. I'm bulking. Like, yeah, but you look worse. You should go back to whatever you were doing before.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I'm definitely going to gain a good bit of fat. Like that's just part of it. Like it just is. I don't care. But if you're going to build muscle, you've got to like add some fat at the same time. It's not that you can't build muscle in a deficit. It's that you build the most muscle when you're at a surplus, and that's the goal. It's to put on as much muscle as quickly as possible. It's to get as much out of your workouts as possible, right?
Can I interrupt?
Yeah.
So you said to put on the most muscle. Are you trying to add muscle or strength?
I don't give a fuck about strength. I couldn't care
less.
Yeah, I wish my strength would go down. The weights are getting dangerous.
And when you're at the size you are, like, you don't build muscle without building strength. Like, that's just not how it works. Like, you're stronger than you could need to be.
I add
every size. That's true.
I add like a quarter pound a week to everything. I just put another micro plate on. It's not a big deal. I don't care about strength though. I could not care. People are always like, "What's your 1 rep max on this, that, and the other?" And I'm like, "Who fucking cares?"
Yeah, look at how jacked I am, dude. You think I give a fuck?
I care about real metrics, like how far my jizz shoots.
Yeah, dude, when you're standing at the foot of the bed and you still manage to hit her on the forehead and her head is on the pillow, like she's coming back for more. She's coming back for more. She's telling people about this, and they might come with her next time.
It's a marketing plan. Yeah,
the ultimate compliment is that went over my shoulder. Yeah, going for it. What was I gonna say? You mentioned your weights are getting dangerous. Like, obviously my weights are much lower than yours, but some of them are. It's hard. Like dumbbells in particular. Like incline. I do like a incline bench press, but with dumbbells. And in that motion, I'm very strong.
Yep.
But in the motion into like getting into position, like there's risk.
100% with you. That's what I was going to mention as well. If you're using dumbbells bigger than 65, 75 pounds, especially especially on that last set, like when I get them up, because I don't know if I'm doing it the right way, but what I do is there are these little they're the kind of things that you do like box jumps onto in a gym, little platforms.
Plyo box.
I bring a plyo box with me and I put that in front of me. And so I've got my dumbbells on there. So I'm starting up at sort of knee height and I rock them back. I try to use as much inertia as I can. But there's a point where like I know I'm best to like do it in one motion than to sort of like try to stabilize and be all ridiculous. So I just go back and my back cracks when I do it. When I like in a good way.
Yeah.
Another one popped.
Oh
my!
I'm swallowing blood.
Oh, it sounds satisfying though.
No, it felt like you ever had Pop Rocks?
Yeah. But not made sugar.
But just like rock back and like when I get back, I'm holding 150 plus pounds or whatever it is, and it's just like click 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 clack. But yeah, super strong in that motion. The same with overhead press or when I do incline.
Yep.
Like you can tell that you're in the right groove when you're doing those exercises. But getting into like I've seen like the big guys like who have those massive dumbbells and they have a partner, right? Who's like two, at least one, maybe two, and they're like helping them stabilize because they've got 200-pound dumbbells. They got 200 fucking pound dumbbells and shit like that. And it's like you could if you rip your pec, that's gonna be 8 months before you're even like maybe the same again. And then the rehab to like get your like muscle symmetry back, your strength levels back. I say strength doesn't matter, but you want to be able to do work. I don't care what the number is, but it should be like your
roughly
number.
the same on both sides. Yeah.
Yeah. Like pec tears, bicep tears, shit like that. You ruin yourself. I would rather blow my shoulder out than have a pec tear.
I don't think I do overhead press with dumbbells anymore. It was that it seemed dangerous. I was having a hard time. I use the barbell because it's nice. It's from the squat rack. You can start it right here. You can do your thing and then put it back right here.
I use a machine, but for the same reasons. It's just safety.
Yeah.
I felt like just getting up there with all that weight, and there's people walking behind me sometimes, and I felt a little weird about that. Like, I never got squirrely. I've never dropped it. Because I always get back to that like finished power clean sort of like position. You're right here, and this is a real like strong position to like hold weight. I don't know how much weight I can hold like this, but it's way more than I can lift. Way over 200 pounds, something like that. Whatever, I can hold 250, whatever it takes, right here, standing. But like if I ever were to get like wobbly, like really trying to crank one out, and like I don't know, I was always kind of weird about that. But I was worried about stabilization with my legs. Like, am I really getting the most out of this upper body exercise if my balance with my legs isn't perfect? So I figured like why don't I just sit down on this machine that's got like plates on it that I can like really incrementally change over time. And it's actually converging. So it's a converging overhead press, which I don't know if that's better, but it feels better. I have less, every now and then I get a little click in my shoulder from, doing the overhead press. Like maybe I
get that. Yeah.
And
don't get that anymore with conversion.
Neither of you guys like belts, right?
I use belts. No. I don't like belts, but I don't do any exercises really that require a belt. I
wear it for the overhead press.
Interesting. The exercises that I pulled out because I'm not. It's not that I think it's the pit bull argument, right? It's not that the exercise is inherently dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
It's inherently dangerous for me to do it because I'm not trained to do these things. Like bench press seems pretty easy. Like I get that there's a lot of form to it if you're trying to be like some champion, but if you're just doing the exercise, like it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Bent rows, on the other hand, and deadlifts,
you can fuck yourself up with those.
You can fuck yourself up with those exercises. I messed up my bent rows one day, and I pulled one of the bigger back muscles. And my back is really nice. Like I've got a really big back, and it was like crippling to like pull this muscle. It felt like I had like, I don't know. It felt like it just like cramped up and like twisted in on itself, and it was just like, And I had to leave the gym immediately, like in pain, and like came home and used the foam roller, like took a hot bath, like slept on the floor, and it still hurt for like 3 days. I didn't miss any workouts because of it, but I was like, you know what? Never again. I'm never doing that exercise again. Like I switched it for this exercise I made up. I just made up this exercise where I take a incline bench and I incline it enough that it's like this high when I'm standing, and I put my forehead on it. And then I bend, because that's going to stabilize me. And then I get into the bent row position with dumbbells. Because with the dumbbells, I'm able to really go back.
People put their chest on it, and it's the same thing, but not so dorky looking.
No, the ladies love it when I put my forehead on there because I throw my fucking Japanese bandana. My fucking
After every set, you stand up with just huge bread marks.
Bent over rows are not even on my scary list.
I actually
do those all the time. I do them to failure. I on my squat rack, I have these like extra long J hooks. I don't know what they're called, L hooks or something, and I just routinely drop like, I don't know. It's not too heavy, like 170 pounds. And it just makes all this shatter. It makes me feel like I'm doing something cool. Like I'm taking a failure, then just fucking throw that thing. The bar is bouncing around, and it's all my gear. I can do whatever I want with it.
Oh yeah. That is nice, having all your own stuff where I'm like, I'm not wiping down my machines. It's all my germs.
Why would I? The AC set to 58.
I mean, like one of the nice things about working out when I work out, when there's literally nobody there, is like, first of all, I don't sweat. Like I don't sweat enough to leave a stain on a fucking machine, so I just don't wipe them down. And if that's bad, like karma or juju or whatever, then so fucking be it. Because there's no sweat on this thing. Like at this point, I'm like. If you farted in a chair, would you like dust it off or something? Like I haven't left any residue here. Like there's nothing of me on that fucking thing. And I'm
the back of your head isn't like sweaty when you're like incline benching. Like when I stood up from incline benching, or even like I can see where my sweaty head was.
No, I don't sweat during like even the heaviest of workouts because I take 3 minutes between every exercise. So my heart rate kind of stays around 120. For like the full hour and a half, however long I lift, but which is high, but it's not quite cardio yet. And but no, I never break a sweat. I wear like a like some nice Adidas track pants and like a cut off shirt or whatever, a tank top or something. And it's chilly in the gym anyway. They keep the AC up pretty high, so I just don't sweat.
You wear pants while you work out instead of shorts. I made that transition a couple months ago. I like saw these really comfortable looking like track looking pants on Amazon.
My leg hair was getting pinched in the in one of the machines, and I was
that's annoying. I just did it, like I realized it was more comfortable.
It's way more comfortable. I wear like either some like Hurley sweatpants, or I wear some like some Adidas track pants, like a fucking squatting Slav.
I just wear like Converse shoes in the gym now. I have for a while. What do you wear?
I got some Reeboks that are real flat. They're like just like plain black cheap Reeboks. They don't have like a raised heel or anything, but they're like, I don't know, they're just flat, standard $45 pair of sneakers. Just match the pants, and
that's the important part.
That's you
need to be looking good for the ladies. They need to be paying attention to the pants and shoes combo, not the red mark on your forehead.
There's really no hot chicks that show up like when I'm working out because it's dangerous. Not only because it's 3 a.m., but because I'm horny. And,
that's the real risk.
Yeah, but like every now and then, like I've sent you guys videos and stuff from like noon. Maybe I get like a noon workout. Oh man, it's distracting. I don't like working out with hot chicks because it's like I'm here to do some work. Like
not be distracted.
Not be distracted. Like I'm sure there are people who are like, yeah, let's go to the gym and fucking like do a half-ass workout and like watch some hot chicks bend over, and it's like,
yeah,
let's get yoked so that we can have some hot chicks come over to our house and bend over. First of all, dude.
And if you're single too, if you're single, there's always that like, oh, you're a pussy, dude. You're missing a golden opportunity. Go talk to her. Like your mind doesn't let you off the hook for not walking over to a girl who's at the leg spreader machine and getting her phone number.
First of all, any chick. First of all, anyone in the horror machine, I laugh at because it's a exercise and it doesn't do anything.
The horror machine.
The horror machine. The
one that goes out. You mean?
Yeah, the one that goes like out, and you're doing like.
I think in is sluttier.
The Kegel machine. One of the funniest parts of the Office, like Dwight goes to a gym to try to hit on Michael's girlfriend to see if she'll cheat on him, and he's doing that like thigh exercise right next to her, grunting and groaning. Like, that burn is deep. That burn is deep.
Just made a gym purchase. I'm so excited. I have waited for like 6 months for this to come into stock, and I'm trying not to buy Rogue Fitness because I hate those lying cocksuckers.
What you got?
It came to mind because we were talking about it's my equipment. I'll do whatever I want. I bought a curl bar, an easy curl bar.
Yeah.
That is wide enough that I can do curls in the squat rack. I no longer have to pick it up off the floor like some sort of peasant. I can stand in the squat rack, do my curls, drop it right down at thigh level, and wait for the next set.
That's pretty handy. I like. How much was that bar that you got?
I mean 300.
300. Okay. I just didn't know how much because I got like.
Can I just throw this out there? Why not? Yeah. Why not just have a shorter stand to like sit it on?
Okay, so keep in mind the gym can't fit more equipment, right?
Okay,
that's a big issue
because like that's what I have.
I use the bench